The sky and the earth have broken. There is dust rising up from the collapsed buildings in the town of Merewood all around you. The earth has been sheared, running north to south, a big portion of land that you were on, having jutted upward 35, 40 feet into the air. In the level down beneath you, toward the east, you can see the large, white-plated creature smashing through buildings. The town is busy with the zombies that have been stirred up by the activity. In fact, a zombie comes running across the street towards Peach. What do you do? Defend it off.
Peach has her rapier in hand instantaneously. She's at this point almost used to zombies jumping out of anywhere. And she cuts upward from left to right, severing the zombie from armpit to neck in one quick slice. And she looks over at her friend and says, "What is the plan here? Are we staying up above or are we going down below? Are we bailing or are we going after this monster? We need to have a plan before we get killed."
I mean, just to make sure that everyone's sort of oriented, you're still in the town of Merewood. There is essentially now a cliff face that runs north to south through the middle of the town. The river has now become a waterfall and it's pouring down into the section below. You were on the upper half, and directly to the east of you, probably 15 minutes or so away, is the Traveler's District where you found the well and the blacksmith and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Can't go down. We promised the other people that we wouldn't go down, and if they find out we went underground again, they might attack the town while we're gone.
What, those kobolds from Shepsand or whatever? How are we certain that this is even connected? We're miles from Shepsand here.
No, we just...
Wait. Does any of this change what we intended to do? I mean, besides there being a bit harder to get there, we don't. Do we need? Is that monster standing over where the well was?
No, it's still sort of at the train station portion of the town, which is to the southwest of where you were thinking about going.
All right, so priorities ain't changed then. If we're not... You still want to purify that water, right?
If purifying that well makes the most sense, then we should still do it. I don't see that the land changing changes that. Just finding survivors still makes sense. Maybe they would need us even more, and they might be shaken out of where they are hiding. So if we keep an eye out while we are heading to the well. And then she just follows that up with a shrug.
And you see which way the... Do you think the well is up or down? Down, probably.
We're on the upper side?
Yeah, we're on the top.
You're on the upper side, yeah. There's a lower section. Is
it possible for Shalati to orient herself to what where she remembers them running from before? Where they had to retrace their steps in this newfound landscape, in this shifted landscape?
Yeah, I think so. Where are you trying to get back to?
Mostly she just wants to figure out where the location of that well is relative to where they are. It's on the upper plate, lower plate, etc.
It'd be on the lower plate directly to your east.
Well, unless the land itself has changed like Cardinal North has, then it should still be over that way, shouldn't it? And she points east. And then down a little bit.
Okay, it's gonna be tough to come back up. We need to. Let's go, I guess.
To your immediate east is a 40-foot drop down to the section below. Right up against, like, I'll explain it. Yeah, so imagine you have a surface and part of it's broken away and just moved upward. Right where the two sections meet, there's a fissure, a gap that just drops down into the earth, just into darkness. There's not really a danger of you like falling into it so much as you should just be aware that it's there. But how do you guys want to get down?
We were at a mill, right? Like a water mill?
You
Where's
moved away from the water mill, though the river is now to your south.
Okay, what is the... I don't know if it's actually relevant. Sorry, I'm just wondering what the river is doing now. Is it forming a nice waterfall?
Yep, it's pouring down as a waterfall into the section below.
Well, she kind of looks at the waterfall. Does it look like it's formed a lake or like a pond or something at the bottom of it, or is it just splashing straight down to ground?
Well, it was already a river, so it's just now it's kind of pouring down, like, yeah, kind of forming a small lake, but it still runs the similar course.
Well, we could either... I think we still have some ropes, or at least I have at least one. We could tie some ropes and climb down that way. Or we could see about diving into this water and using it. It's not that much worse, or maybe even better than the cliffs at home.
Yeah, you guys moved much farther north. You're not at the river right now. It's probably 10 minutes south of you.
Oh, okay, all right.
Out of character, I'm looking at the by Jordan Borg map, and Chris, these details are amazing. The angry eyes on the monster. It's very good stuff.
Out of character, we should not assume, like, the abilities of people. Like, I know that if we could just jump and Esmond can feather fall us, but we don't do that since he's not here.
I mean, that was... Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, you're right.
He had mentioned wanting to do that, but I think doing that on everyone would be pretty taxing.
It's just one casting.
Yeah, he just cast it on Kebeth carries.
Well, no, it affects like 10 creatures, I think.
I think it's like 6. I'm not totally sure. Maybe it's 8,
I don't
somewhere
know.
in between.
If we go really slowly and somebody lets them tie, I could tie me to you, who's stronger. I think I can climb down. It's rocky, right? Like
It's only 40 feet. If we have 2 ropes, you can just hold on, I'll lower you down.
Oh, I'd love that. That's way better than climbing.
She
Yeah.
is going to take her rope and see if anyone else has one, hopefully.
I have a rope that you used when I fell in the river before.
That's right.
And then I was a balloon.
She'll make up a little harness for Araya to sit in, and says, "This is starting to become a habit, I think."
It's because I'm scared of heights. Don't know if that's a product of living in a cave all my life. The heights are kind of...
Is the temple up high? And then as she says this, she starts to like slowly lower Araya down.
So as Shalati is lowering Araya down, you hear a screaming sound behind you to the west, and you see 3 zombies come running out from some debris in an alleyway. Ava, the 2 of them are occupied. Ava and Peach, what do you do as these zombies come running toward you?
Peach moves quickly, giving Ava time to get to the microphone, and has rapier in hand, and she kind of glances back at her friends, and she says, "We all need to move quickly down if that's where we are going, because I don't think these are going to slow down in coming." But as she says that, she does a little spin on her heel and dispatches one of the zombies. She takes a step back, avoiding the spatter of the goo coming out of the thing's missing limb, and definitely avoids it for the first time. She, yeah.
One of them goes down. Another one comes running at you, and one is running at Ava. So make an attack of some kind against this one that's coming at you.
Good.
That just reported damage for some reason.
Yeah, hang on. Sorry, that was... Did it correctly this time.
All right, so you slash at that one. You cut through its skin, but it seems as though that wasn't enough to stop it. And it comes lunging at you and takes a bite. So you take 12 points of piercing damage as it latches on your shoulder, bites on. Ava, one is running at you.
Describe the area where we are and where they're coming from, if you can.
Yeah, it's a pretty open sort of street. There's maybe an old stone fountain nearby. You guys are backed up against the edge of the cliff. It's like being, like out in the front yard, essentially, but snow on the ground.
What would be the narrowest point?
No, there isn't one here.
Okay. Ava does not have a whole lot that she can do. Oh man, this is bad. Yeah. She moves to the side and is gonna just try to cast Gust of Wind and hopes of pushing each of the creatures and any of the other ones that come back far enough and long enough that someone else can get to them.
Alright, so I'm going to have you make an ability check just using your casting stat and your proficiency bonus. Make a roll as you try to summon the wind to blow the zombie backwards.
Okay. Just roll a wisdom.
Yeah, like a wisdom ability check, but proficient.
Okay, so that's just going to be +4 to 15.
Perfect. All right. Yeah. As you summon forth the wind, it's blowing the zombies backwards, halting their advance. Peach, this one's still going in to take another bite. It's your turn.
Peach tries to wrench herself away instinctively. Oh gosh. I wasn't expecting to have so many turns in a row. So it's still coming at me. Is the gust of wind hitting it at all?
This one's the one that already bit you, so it's holding on to
so
you
it's like
and biting
holding
your
on
neck.
to me. Okay. Peach is struggling, fighting it off. How could I do like an athletics roll to try to break free of it? Am I grappled? What is mechanically going on?
You can just attack it if you want to. You two, you're struggling
Okay.
together, wrestling. You can use that for
Yeah.
flavor, but you can just attack it.
Okay. Peach attacks the thing with the intention of getting it off of her. So she'll attack it and try to direct it away, not necessarily try to do damage so much as get it away.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh yeah, she's gonna use a little point of spice to re-roll that.
All right. Ooh, that's much better. Yeah. So as you, your goal is to knock this thing down, right?
Yes, to get Peach bodily away from it, to knock this thing away.
Okay. Yeah. You manage to knock it down to the ground. It stumbles back and falls. You put some distance between yourself and it. Glancing over, you can see that Ava is still holding off. now 2 of the zombies that are trying to run toward your group, but the wind seems to be keeping them back for the moment. Let's see. I think, Shoddy, probably you've been able to lower Rhea down to the ground beneath.
Okay. She waves at Araya to basically get out of the harness and send it up again.
Right.
Just as you wave at Araya, you see 2 of the zombies emerging from some debris running towards Araya at the bottom.
She turns it from a wave into picking up a javelin, and the one that has the chain return on it, and she is going to chuck it. Basically, you see this wave, and then that kind of just goes back over her shoulder, and then comes forward with the javelin again, and with the chain rattling up behind it.
All right, make an attack roll.
That was a bad roll, but they're zombies, so hopefully that will be fine. There's no rage on it.
Okay. Yeah, 12 is actually good enough to hit these zombies. So, yeah, tell me a story as you take out one of them.
It pierces pretty cleanly through it, shattering its sternum, and then it collapses to the ground as she presses the little latch that makes it return back and snap back to her hand.
Thank you.
Keep your eyes out for the other one. There's still one there.
Right. Peach, the one on the ground, is starting to get up, but you're still on your feet. What do you do?
Peach kicks at it and turns on her heel, and she doesn't grab Ava because she notices that she's concentrating on something, but she says, "We need to run. We need to go. We need to get down and off this cliff as fast as we can. We cannot wait for this anymore." And she's going to misty step off the cliff down to her friends.
All right, yeah, you appear down there in a poof. All around you, you can see your other friends fending off zombies that are pouring kind of into this area. Ava, the number of these zombies that you're holding back with the wind is growing. There's 4 now. Make another ability check.
Oh, I can barely hear you.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna use a oh god, constellation point to try to reroll that.
Hey.
Much better.
22 is much better. Kabath, as you look over, Ava's holding back 4 zombies that are trying to get towards the group with a magic wind. You see one of them coming around the corner from the other side, running straight at you. What do you do?
Do I still have Araya on my back?
No.
Okay, just checking. Her eyes pop open and she's like, and she raises her hammer in a big swing to like golf club them out of the.
All right, make an attack.
Can I aim to? Are we at the edge of the cliff? Or are we at the top of the cliff, bottom of the cliff?
Top of the cliff.
I'm going to try to knock them off. Wait, are my friends down at the bottom of the cliff? Is that what I heard?
Array is down there now. You've been lowering down with ropes, but only Array has made it so far.
I'm also down there. I missed a
Oh,
step
yeah,
down.
you missed your step down. That's right.
Then I will not try to knock them off the cliff. I will try to knock them back.
All right.
And you said I'm going to roll a thing?
Yeah, just make an attack.
Sheet is loading. That's a 20.
20 definitely hits. Tell me stories you dispatch the zombie.
Kibet's eyes pop open and she sees this zombie coming at her and she's like, oh, no, absolutely not. And she kind of takes her hammer with 2 hands and she does like a golf swing. And she manages to catch this zombie like at the gut just perfectly and like swoops him up into the air and it goes flying a bit back.
Yeah, there's a crash as the zombie hits the side of the building and some splinters of wood go flying and dust goes up. The zombie's gone. You see Salinger cut through one of them. You see another one burst into flame as Casey gestures, and a spark of lightning from Esmond makes one explode. What do you guys want to do about the ones that Ava are holding back? Another one that's got caught in the wind. Now Ava's holding back 5.
Ava, how much longer can you hold that?
Not much. Go quick.
I feel like you should go first. How far down is the jump, Chris?
35 feet.
Is that a reasonable height for me to jump down, given that I normally jump ridiculously?
What is your? That's an interesting question. What is your normal vertical jump height? I feel like it's normally like your. Is it like your strength?
There's a web calculator that will calculate this. I'm going to paste it into chat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
you
so
have
many
fancy
things.
jump.
I have so many things going on that I'm like, I know that you gave me. I have the ability to jump 3 times the normal, but I don't know what normal is.
I don't think this site includes the Satyr racials, but other than that, it's relatively comprehensive.
Mirthful Leaps, which is a Satyr trait, gives me the ability to add a d8 to the number of feet I can cover, even when making a standing jump. I mean, this is jumping down, so it's a little different.
What's your strength score?
It's 16, so that's a 3 bonus.
All right. So you can jump 18 feet off the ground. So you would take a little bit of damage for a jump this far, but not as much as some people.
Don't you also have the boots of striding and springing?
I do. And the cursed brooch affects jumping. Like I said, there's a lot of things in play.
Ava will back. She's stepping back a little bit at a time until the back of one of her heels is essentially just a centimeter over the edge as she continues to concentrate and just hold everything back.
Okay, so when you're ready to drop it, you go down the rope as fast as you can, and I'll be right behind you, but I'll make sure they don't get you first.
I think Shalati is going to swiftly, she doesn't have time to do the full harness thing, so she basically just does a lasso loop and cinches it around Ava's waist, and then is just going to essentially gently push her off the edge.
As you're sort of doing this, she's sort of concentrating, but also trying to protest a little bit. If I drop it, they'll just jump on you.
They're already dead.
Alright, so Shalati shoves Ava backwards off the edge of the cliff, breaking the spell. Ava goes, Are you lowering her down? I assume?
I'm lowering her down.
No. She didn't even hold the other end of the rope. She just pushed it, wrapped her up, and just shoved her off the cliff.
Yeah, so Shalati...
I mean, there's probably a little bit of a drop, but yeah, not much of a one. A few feet at most, before she kind of lets it.
Yeah. So Shalati is lowering Ava down. The spell's broken. 5 zombies come running forward. You see some of your friends engage with them, but Kabeth, one's coming right at you.
Well, I'm gonna hit it.
Make an attack.
16 hit.
16 hits. Tell me stories. You dispatch this zombie.
Out of the corner of her eye, she sees Eva go over the cliff and kind of narrows her eyes at Shalati, and then sees the zombie coming. And she's like, oh! And once again, takes the hammer and just boom, ding, knocks it down and out of the way.
Goes flying.
4.
It makes a little ding noise as she hits it.
Down at the bottom of the cliff, there's a zombie running towards Araya. Peach, you've just appeared down there. Araya's still getting out of the harness.
Peach, once again, with her rapier, so she sort of appears in Araya's orbit in a kind of puff of pink glitter, and as she's there, she has her rapier already in hand, and as the zombie comes at Araya, Peach says, "Get going as quick as you can," and she will do an attack roll against the zombie.
It's caught in my robes. I can't help it.
Ooh, 24 definitely hits. Tell me a story.
As Peach steps in front of Rhea, she does a couple of quick flicks with her wrist, and she takes a half step back. She's still got the ripped clothing and a little bit of blood coming out of her shoulder from where the zombie bit her earlier. But she's still successful enough. She takes down the zombie, and as it falls to the ground, she sort of kicks it away with the toe of her boot again.
Yeah, you see your friends around you, helping to fight off the other zombies. I think, yeah, you hear screams behind you, down in the cliff below, and for the people who are on top. And you see more of the zombies emerging, running towards Peach and Araya. Salinger cuts another zombie in half. Then he looks at Shalati and Kebeth, and says, "You get down there and help them. We'll hold it up here."
Does it look like it's sorted, or Quebec's like, I don't want to leave you guys. We should all go.
Well, there's several of them, and they're also not here. So I'm just trying to make
I know. You're just setting up a scenario where I'm like, Beth wouldn't leave them.
Well,
even though
they need help at the bottom too, just as much as they need help at the top.
All right.
We're not leaving until you're down on the ground, so you know.
Sounds good.
And then she's going to she leaves a rope with them if they want to use that way. And actually, I think she'll probably just end up tying it around something there and just leave one there if they need a way to get back up again. And then she grabs it between her hands and just does it down.
I wait until Shalati's at the bottom, and then I do the same thing. I just kind of rappel down.
Are you still giant?
Ah, shit. No, I'll become small first. That makes more sense. Also, I forgot that I was giant, so good thing I took out the zombies already.
All right. Yeah. After a moment later, Kebeth and Shalati have reached the bottom. There's Ava. You're probably picking yourself up, and you see a group of zombies running towards you. Array, you're out of the harness now.
I get big again.
Patrick said he would be AFK for a moment.
Okay.
Where are they at? Finally, spins, turns, a little bit of rope still on her horn, but free. Hey.
So yeah, you see a group of 8 zombies running towards you. You have an opportunity to attack them at range before they reach you. Who wants to do something?
Sacred flame. Not necessarily shouting, but the incantation associated with sacred flame. Transformation. Letting loose the shining radiant flame from her hands towards the zombies.
Okay. Make an ability. Make an ability roll with your proficiency.
Oh, they have to dex save that.
Yeah, I'm kind of just doing tests for you guys
Okay,
rather
cool.
than doing it that way.
Peach doesn't switch weapons or pull anything else out, but under her breath, she just starts to sort of gently swear. These are words that Peach shouldn't know, that perhaps she learned from the dock workers. But as she does so, all the zombies around her start getting disadvantaged. She's vicious mockerying.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, Maria, tell me a story as you destroy one of the zombies.
You fiends! As she, like, illuminates one zombie and it gets that exoskeleton seeming of radiant light as it eats away the necrotic flesh of the zombie racing towards them.
Down one goes. Peach, let's see. So you're trying to just hinder them, right?
Yes, and yeah.
All right, down to 7. Any other range attacks?
Yeah, I will javelin them.
All right, make a roll.
It was a 19.
Yeah, that'll hit. Tell me a story for killing one of them.
As before, this time she turns around, spots one coming in off more toward the side, and catches it up again, hurls it overhand, throws it back.
Done.
Says herself, I really am going to have to thank Esmond for this. This has been very useful.
All right, 2 have been destroyed. That leaves 6. They come running in toward you. All right, each of you gets a chance to make a melee attack against one of the ones that's gotten close. Oh, is Ava back? Ooh, all right. So you're going to cast a big spell. Okay. Just mark off that spell slot when you get back. Yeah, you see Ava's gestures, and plant growth begins to come up through the snow, grabbing onto the zombies, and the sharp thorns cutting through most of them. That kind of staggers the group, so only 3 of them are coming at you right now. You have the opportunity to make a first attack against them as they come in stumbling and cut to pieces by the spike growth.
I think she'll have to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna hit it with a hammer.
Make an attack.
21. And then there'll be bonuses for...
You don't need to roll damage. You can just tell me how you kill it.
This time, instead of trying to lift the zombie into the air and propel it further away, I go for an overhand swing and bring it down directly on top of the zombie, and it kind of pancakes. It gets quite a bit shorter, and before it collapses to the ground.
Splatter of bits in the snow.
You hear Kabeth go, ew.
There's 2 more that are close.
Charlotte is standing a little bit away so that she has room to take the halberd in both hands and just does these wide, sweeping swings as the zombie gets close.
Ooh, that'll definitely do it. Yeah. Tell me a story.
This one, she hits it at first with the haft of it as it lurches a little bit closer than she expects, and she ends up flinging it back into the tangly growth that Ava has created. It skids back, and when it becomes impaled on the long thorns and doesn't move anymore.
Nice. All right. 1 more to take care of. Ava or Rhea? Peach?
Peach would take this one.
Okay.
Peach, as the zombies lurch forward through the spike growth, she takes a step forward and then hesitates because she realizes that the tanks are here. She watches as Kabeth slams one of the zombies into smithereens, and Shalati throws the other one back into the spikes, deader than dead. And with the one remaining, Peach now steps forward up to it and it just slashes again with a quick downward stroke with the rapier, trying to effectively decapitate it, but she's sort of wildly aiming for the face and neck area. Sort of like the energy of somebody who's sick of playing putt-putt.
All right, make an attack. Is that 9 gonna stand?
It's gonna have to. I don't have that much space left.
All right, this one comes in, taking a bite at you as it gets. You impale it through the neck, but that isn't enough to take it down. You take 11 points of piercing damage as it bites onto your shoulder. Rhea looking over. Oh, Rhea is the only one who hasn't gone yet, I think. So you see.
Oh, I might have an Can I use fighting style interception to intercept on that consequence?
Yeah, sure. Make an ability check.
When a creature you can hold on, I'll drop it in chat.
No. Yeah, I know what it is. Just make an ability check. Dexterity
Okay.
or strength, your choice.
Sorry. You said dexterity ability check or
Strength or dexterity, your choice. Nice. Yeah, as the zombie's just about to sink its teeth in, Kabath, tell us how you get this thing off of Peach.
I'm sitting next to Peach and I had just lifted my hammer up and I'm in the middle of going ew, and I see this thing coming in to bite Peach, and I'm like, oh, absolutely not, and I swing my hammer around and I get it not in a place to hit the zombie, but I manage to reach out and get my hammer in the way of its biting mouth, and it bites the hammer instead, and I'm just kind of like,
Nice. Yeah, Array glancing over, you see that Kabath and Peach are fending off one of the zombies. What do you want to do?
I have your back. And she comes around the side of them and lights up one of the zombies with a bit of radiant sacred flame. Once again, kind of relying on what she knows that is abhorrent to these undead creatures.
Make an ability check. Just enough. You tell me a story as you destroy it.
Just from the side, as they're like having these undead maws in their face, they sort of like light up as if from within from the sacred flame and fall away. Disgusting.
There's an explosion and a flash up above you. You see bits of zombie come kind of raining down in the snow on the other side of you, and you see your friends starting to climb down. There's one more flash, and then Esmond and Salinger coming down the rope. And all of you have reached the bottom.
I think she's just gonna leave it there, and I guess we start booking it in the direction that we need to go.
All right, heading towards the well. Yeah, you move through the debris. Some buildings from your previous path that you've taken through this area have collapsed and are impassable, finding new routes. You dispatch a few more zombies along the way. Before too long, you get back to what seems to be the general area of the Traveler's District. You do see that there is dust sort of rising up into the air. And as you get a view into that town square, essentially, you can see that there are a few of the zombies lingering around. You can see that they're alert, agitated, but you can also see that where the well is, part of the ground has collapsed, almost like a bit of a sinkhole, sunken down partially into the ground, and the earth in that area looks putrid and strange.
Orea, how much time do you need to do this?
if I want to do it very well, I need a little bit more time than you expect.
I have no expectations. What does that mean?
Uh, I have to truly concentrate to reach the limits that I want to reach. Think of it more as a ritual than a spell. Like 10
How
minutes.
much time?
Like 10 minutes! I don't know, maybe 20! I'll let you know when I'm in it. I'll, 10!
Alright.
10 minutes at most, I promise. I will work as fast as I can. It's urgent.
Well, then I think we probably need someone making a distraction and then someone to stand over you and guard you, right? She looks around at everyone else.
I'm happy to stand guard. I don't have any particular spells that'll particularly help, but I'm happy to swing this around and fight off anything coming at you, Araya.
And sometimes you can make like little sounds and things, right? Maybe if you see something
yeah.
coming toward us, you can make it sound as if someone's running away.
Yeah,
Like
that's
keep them distracted.
I could also try to do this while
yes.
entirely invisible. It's not my favorite thing, but I don't think if the zombie can't see me, then it can't attack me, right?
You won't be able to do that because the thing you're trying to do
Right.
is similar to casting a spell. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, well, I mean, I'm pretty invisible.
Kibeth, do you want to stay with St. Guard too?
Mm-hmm.
And then I and some of the others can go in and keep them distracted away from the center, from the well. And she'll basically, like everyone else who is not here can just kind of distribute themselves, however. But okay, I guess when you start hearing noise, then try to get to the middle of it. And then she gives everyone like a quick squeeze on the shoulder or on the hand, and then is going to start moving. Moves around the edge of the square, away from where they are, basically to get as far away from they are before she starts making noise.
Okay. What are you going to do to make noise?
Can she borrow Casey's wand of pyrotechnics?
Roll charisma with advantage.
Alright, roll.
God, what's Casey even sound like? Yeah, he looks at it and he says, I mean, I'd love for you to have it, but it might take you some time to acclimate to it.
Alright. Okay. And then she is just going to step out, and she waits for the zombies to notice her before she, like, dashes across the square.
All of you who are watching see the zombies, their heads snap up and come on. Some of them growl, one of them screams, and they go running in that direction after Shalati. You see them pouring into the alleyways, going to the east. And Valiant,
Oh, sorry, I had an idea, if that's okay.
Sure.
Before Shalani completely leaves the scene, Peach grabs her hand and she'll give some, she'll cast heroism, but also she'll say in just Shalati's head, it ain't the same as Casey, what Casey can do, but you can talk back to me just one-on-one here. I'll check in every couple of minutes. If things go bad here, I can tell you direct. So she can do message to let you know if shit goes wrong here.
Okay.
You can
Shalati will
respond
try to
back.
answer. Yeah, we'll try to respond. It's a bit hesitant and says, "Alright, that's good to know. I don't. Is it only you can do it to me, not the other way?"
I can talk to you and you can talk back. It's 1-1. I need to send one for you to respond.
Alright, let me know.
Check in.
Okay. Yeah. And then, back in the present, you see those zombies scream and whip their heads around and go running off in the east into the alleyways. That only leaves two. Two of them didn't go. They're kind of lingering and lumbering in the courtyard itself.
Is it possible for Shalati to have noticed that not all of them were necessarily following her?
Probably not, because you would have had to immediately start going, and there's like enough of them that they would stagger anyway. And so
Okay.
you would have to start running before you would know that they didn't.
Okay.
I just jumped back on here just a little while ago. What can you give me a? Sorry for jumping off. Can you give me a quick catch up?
Yeah, Shalati's created a distraction, luring a bunch of zombies away from the well. 2 of the zombies are lingering around the well that need to be dealt with before our array can begin.
I'm on it. I can do that. I can swing my hammer, hit things, take out zombies.
What do you guys do?
How far away are they?
Probably, I guess, you probably kept your distance for 50 feet or so.
Oh, well, that's not that far to me.
As Kabeth, if Kabeth starts running towards them, then over her shoulder on either side come 2 almost like fireworks sort of weaving around back and forth. It's 2 guiding bolts whiz towards the 2 zombies she's sprinting towards.
I'll run to the closest one.
All right, yeah. As those guiding bolts strike the creatures, they begin to glow, and the next attacks against them will be advantage. They whip over and look in your direction. Kabeth, as you approach them, one of them screams and starts moving towards you. Make an attack when you want.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to use my bonus action economy to cast Divine Favor, and my weapon kind of starts to glow like hot iron. That's a 21 for the first hit. And let me know if you actually want me to calculate damage.
Yeah, this one. Tell me stories you dispatched the first one.
There's a pop and sizzle as the hot hammer connects with the first zombie, and she does like a side swing with this one with 2 hands, like the golf swing again, and takes it out in the chest, and it goes and crumples. It flies like 5 feet and crumples to the ground with the strength of her force. And then she turns and looks at the other one and narrows her eyes.
Red, as you whip over towards it, it's lunging towards you for a bite. Make a strength or dexterity ability check. Or strength or dexterity saving throw, your choice.
Oh, that's not supposed to be advantaged. That's. I rolled a 1. Shut up.
Is that natural one going to
It's fine.
stand?
Come at me. What you gonna do with the natural 1, huh? You gonna bite me?
He bites you. You take 17 points piercing damage as it finds way past your armor. Sinks its teeth in.
Creth just rolls her eyes, just like, damn it. Gotta reinforce the armor there. And is it grappled on me? But
Yeah. It's holding on and biting.
Do I have advantage on rolling to try to knock it off?
Yeah, if you want to knock it down, because did you get big again? I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're advantage on that.
What is it to counter a grapple? Is it a strength?
Just make
saving
an
throw?
athletics ability.
Athletics? That's a 23.
Nice. Boom. Hits the ground, just shove it off easily. So it's reaching up at you, hissing.
Really wish unarmed strikes did more damage, because I would love to just stomp this thing for flavor, but...
You can just use your weapon and we'll just flavor it. It's fine.
That's a 25.
Oh, tell me a story. You destroyed this zombie.
Yeah, she's like, ah, damn it, and she kind of shakes it off, and her arm's giant, so it like flails a little bit, and it falls to the ground, and then she's like crouches down, and she's holding her hammer, and she swings her arms up and goes like 12 feet in the air, and then comes jumping down upon this thing with her giant feet, lands on it, and then does it again and stomps on it until it's just a pancake.
That's a vintage I don't want to drink.
I think I got it.
All right, the zombies in the courtyard are clear. You hear some shots coming from the east where they chase Shalati.
How's it going, Araya?
Are they all gone and clear?
Looks that way.
Right. Okay. In front of the well, she sets down her backpack, pulls out just the bowl, some water from her thing, and with it at her knees, she sort of settles herself in a prayer position facing the well. She's excluded anything that seems extra from the usual prayer, so no candles, just the bowl, water, the stone amulet at her neck. And she closes her eyes and begins to intone her plea.
Okay, you guys hear Rhea begin her prayers. Shalata, you are in the alleyways to the east. You hear the sounds of footsteps in the snow, snarling, hissing all around, searching for you, running. What do you want to do?
I'm running. And shouting. I mean, not like shouting to unnecessarily draw more people, but she's not hiding her presence.
Okay, sounds good. Make an athletics ability check.
Ugh, that was a poor roll.
Yeah, not bad though. So as you move through these alleyways, the noise of your presence is keeping them away from your friends, but also drawing them towards you. But tell me a story as you avoid three of them as you're moving through the tight alleyways.
She sees some come stumbling out and does this duck under as one of them lurches toward her, which actually involves her, because of her height, actually just involves her going onto her knees and skidding through the snow. She doesn't even stop and stumbles back up to her feet from that, knees drenched now, and keeps going forward. Another comes out of another alley, and she actually just leaps up and kicks off it for a minute, using her other hand to hit the other side of the alley before continuing to run on.
All right. Back in the courtyard, the others kind of fan out, keeping an eye on the incoming alleyways and places zombies might be hiding or coming from. Araya, as you've knelt down and begun your prayer, you begin to sense something's strange, something's wrong. Roll an ability check associated with your prayers. All right. Yeah, as you focus, you can feel there's a presence. There's something down below. Something that is a beacon of this corrupted magic. Something more specific than just the generalized area, just the water. There's a source of something terrible down below.
Who's the person closest to me?
Ava.
Ava. It's not enough that I cleanse the water. There's something down there that is making it worse. We need to remove that. We need to go down. I think we need to go down the well. Oh, I know this was like the last plan, the thing we least wanted to do, but I can't cleanse without removing that.
How far do we have to go?
Can't be too far. It would have to be relatively close by, but definitely down.
I haven't. Well, I can sense it, but it's down. So the well, right. The well has a rope, and I can climb down. It'll be fine.
You sure it's down the well? It's not in around
it's-
here? She looks around at the houses and remembers the basements and the tunnels that they had found earlier.
She looks down the well. But it ends in water, so then I don't know. I'm gonna look down the well first.
You look down the well, grimy with all the corrupted residue on the interior stones. Yeah, whatever this is down there for sure.
Definitely down the well. Definitely.
Should we stay here or cover
Um,
the top? Or?
Let me try. Well, no, it's water, so fire won't work. Oh, I have to touch.
What do you want us to do?
Hold the rope. I'm going down, and I'll let you know when I get there. And if it's terrible, then you have to come after me and tell everybody to come after me. Zombies can't all go down the well too, right?
Ava looks at the rope and then looks over for Beth.
Is there anywhere to tie the rope to something? Is there like a thing above the well? You know, like.
Yeah, it's already tied there.
Okay. Beth says, "I'll make sure that no zombies come down the well. I mean, we'll come back up, okay? And if you see if it seems too dangerous, turn back."
Let me see. How long does let's see, 1 second. No, it's only a minute. Never mind. Okay, yeah. She just wishes her luck and watches she descends.
Right. Y'all are doing the much harder work than this.
Oh, yeah, no, I can do something. Alright, she's gonna cast Aid on herself, Araya, and do we have a Peach? Peach is squishy. Is Peach around?
I'm with Araya as far as I know. Kate had to step away for like 6 minutes.
That's
but
fine. Alright, us three add 20 HP.
Make sure you record that separately. Not
Yeah,
as
I'm doing it right now.
Wait, one more time?
Increase your total maximum health by 20 points temporarily.
Don't do that on your actual character sheet hit points. Just make a note.
No.
of
I'm putting it in
somewhere
the temp. That's the second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good God.
How does that work with replenishing hit points that have been taken away?
You can heal up. You can heal up to that.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so
Thank you.
you'll add 20 hit points, and your total maximum will also just be bumped up by 20.
Okay, cool.
Because
Thank
temporary hit points are once you use them, you lose them.
These are
You can't be healed.
these are not temporary hit points, but they can be tracked that way.
you. We're actually increasing our hit point maximum.
Correct.
Yeah, just record it separately so you don't.
So I have a hecaton right now.
Oof.
I've never felt so healthy.
Yeah, Peach looks at her shoulder, which previously was just kind of oozing thick blood, and she's like, Ava, this is better than it looked. You got rid of half my freckles.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 15. I did the math wrong. I think it's 15. I apologize.
Peach gets 2 freckles back.
Sorry.
All right, rope in hand. You hear more shouting and screaming of zombies a bit to your east as Charlotte is making enough noise to keep their attention for now. What do you do?
Sorry, I'm briefly updating my character sheet is what I'm doing.
Is it you, me, or the you, Doria? Or...
The people at the well.
She gingerly scoots her butt onto the well edge. It's icky. She kind of glances at Sal and gives him a, now I know what you felt, and with hands on the rope and one twisted around her foot begins to descend on a rope into an icky well.
Yeah, you begin sliding down this soaked, dingy rope down the scent, and within, as you descend down into the well, becomes stronger, and also your sense of whatever corrupted presence. You get down to the bottom of the rope, and the hem of your skirt is brushing the putrid water line.
Huh. Right. She closes her eyes and concentrates, trying to gain a sense of how much further such a thing might be. Oh my god, it's under the water, isn't it?
You're close now, but you're not sure.
Oh, my luck. My luck would mean that it's under the water. Right. I get into the icky water. Head above.
You lower yourself down the rope more. Your feet touch the bottom when the water creeps up, soaking into the fabric of your robes, getting about to your stomach. Your feet touch the bottom. But now that you're down in here, roll a perception check.
Hey, that's nice.
Yeah, you're close enough down here that you realize as your presence makes the water splash around, and it does raise the water level, but splashes around a bit. No, it does not raise the water level. You can see that it looks like there's a break in the stones at the bottom of the well, just barely enough to just barely see. It looks as though maybe it was the earthquake has broken open sort of the side stones, and it looks as though there's a cavity of some kind down there.
I don't know if I should keep going on my own. I'm gonna take a look, but there's a hole. The earthquake helped. Hurt.
She's gonna go. Do I have to crawl to get into the hole, or is the hole big enough that I can walk into it?
You'll have to go underwater in order to get through.
Yep, we're doing this. Or I'm doing this. Just so you know, I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna hold my breath real quick and look and see. No, I'm gonna reach my hand. Even better idea. I'm gonna reach my hand around what's under there. Do I feel air on the other side? Because I'm not about to go underwater into a pocket of just nothing but what. Yep.
You reach
feel
down,
first.
You reach down beneath, feeling around. There's definitely a recess long enough that your entire arm is in there, but then when you reach upward, it seems to break the surface. And there's air beneath.
There's air!
She's giving a play-by-play. If anyone notices, they probably are just like, oh, my fucking zombies.
You hear Peach's voice from above because she's been keeping close by. Do not go underwater on your own. We've got folks in this group who don't need air to breathe. What are you doing, Araya? Get back up here.
I have to cleanse it. No, I need you to all come down. Come down the rope. Come down into the well with
No,
me.
clean it, or we'll send somebody else who can breathe down there. You do not go further.
I
hear
have to
clanging and zombie
destroy
flashing.
the corrupted presence. I can't cleanse it without that.
Okay, but we can't all come down there because what if zombies surround the well and then we all come back up? We can't get out because there's so many zombies all over the place. And then what will we do then? Because then we'll be trapped forever and then we'll have to just die in the well and become zombies in the well. And then even if you make the water not corrupt, the zombies can still make you zombies. But except for me, apparently, because I don't think that this really hurt me all that much. But then...
Well, it is a choke point. So we can only one of us at a time to one zombie at a time. And then if they fall, it hurts them more than it hurts us. I need one of you to come down here with me, so I'm not going alone. I'm not going to go alone.
There's no one else around here to be turned into zombies. Everybody's already dead. So why are we bothering to try to change the water back when everybody's already dead anyways? We should just leave while we can.
I don't know where the water... So it's just like a super echo thingy from the bottom of the well. We don't know where the water goes. If it
Peaches
corrupts
is like,
every freshwater source in Lux, it's our fault when we could have done something.
so do what you can from where you are. Please do not go further under that water. Also, I'm
under.
sorry. I love you, but I'm not coming down that well.
I understand. I love you all, but I'm gonna do this. It's the most good. Huh?
Someone said Casey.
Down beneath the water. You move through the break in the wall, through the stones on the other side, breaking the surface. There is air on the other side, and you find it looks as though there's there's a chamber down here that seems naturally formed, connecting to many segments of what looks like naturally water carved tunnel down here. It's not very large. You have to kind of stoop. You would have to stoop down or crawl to get into some of the side tunnels, but this chamber is large enough to stand in. And towards the center, where you see it looks like basically like a small island at the center of an underground lake is kind of how it looks. And there you can see it looks like a wooden stake is in the ground, and you see an old corpse, putrefied in chains, chained to the stake.
She approaches very slowly. She can see real great in the dark. Does it move? Is this corpse a moving corpse with its chain in the stake?
No, it's not moving at all. It looks long dead, just really skeletons, bits of flesh hanging down, jaw hanging open. But as you kind of wade through the water ripples around you. And as you approach the small island in the center, you can see, looking closer, you can see that it looks as though someone has carved markings into the bones of the skeleton. You're not sure. Roll medicine. Ooh, 21 medicine. Yeah, judging by some of the subtle signs, you have a feeling that whatever made these marks in the bones was done while the person was still alive. And there's a strange presence to magic to this place.
I have to put this to rest. She's talking to herself since no one can hear her anymore. We have to put this to rest. It's important. And she heads to the island.
Forward as you begin to ascend up out of the water, dripping down from your robes onto the ground. There's just enough room to stand here. Me too.
She murmurs a soft prayer that one would use to lay someone to rest as they're dying at the temple, and uses sacred flame with the intent to burn the bones, as the magic she perceives is to be like antithesis to that radiant magic. She intends to burn the poor corpse and maybe set it to rest.
As you raise your hand, begin to focus. A bit of radiant light and dancing flames kind of appear. And as they begin to first touch the creature, there is a sudden burst of activity, and screams begin to echo down throughout the bottom, the chambers all around you. Shalati, as you're moving through the streets and zombies are chasing you, they all suddenly stop. They whip their heads and they start running back in the direction of the town square.
She doesn't even waste time cursing. She just spins on her heel and starts running after the zombies. Hopefully going faster than them.
You start running that way. The people up above the well, you start hearing screams from the surrounding alleyways and streets all around you. The sound of noise, movement, and then you start to see zombies beginning to appear at the ends of hallways, or sprinting towards the town square where you're at. Array, still chained to the post in front of you. The corpse is flailing as though animated, as though still alive, and you can hear overlapping screams echoing through all the chambers all around where the island that you're at, as you focus your energy into purifying and setting to rest this corpse in front of you. Make an ability check. Yeah, you realize as you focus, you can do this, but it's going to take some time. All right, we're going to take a little small break. I'm going to set up a little map.
I'm so excited! But I also have to pee. But I'm so excited!
Please, if you would, roll initiative.
I love
Jeez.
this bean snack. This bean snack's the best snack.
I need to buy some of those. I have cream barbecue flavored almonds.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going fast.
You know, I'm like, gotta go slow.
Yeah. Now I just have to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do. Ah, crap, the curse of...
Being first.
Oh my god, so many
Yeah.
zombies.
Well, I'm literally... The zombies are faster than me. Jesus.
Oh, these are rage zombies now. I done fucked something up.
How the fuck is that with a literal 0 in a dex mod? All of them still rolled higher than me.
Well, you rolled really poorly.
Yeah, it was almost a 1. So
Well,
at least it wasn't a 1.
you're running in from. You've had to run past a bunch of them.
I think that you're like the furthest from running. So it is thematically makes sense.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, I can't find me on this map, and then I zoomed out far enough to realize, oh, I'm just big. Cool. I mean, easy.
I had the opposite reaction. I could only see Kebeth at first, and I was like, where the hell are the rest of us? Why did he only put Kebeth on the... Oh.
I zoomed out only to be like, I'm not anywhere. I'm right there. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna hold my action until they get all the way up on them, then just cast Speak with Dead and be like, what are you guys running to?
Where are you going?
Hey guys, where's the party at?
Yeah, like,
Oh,
what's
no.
up?
All right, have you all been initiated? All right, with a natural 20, Ava, surprise round.
Seeing all of the... things run from everywhere. Ava needs to try to stay in the center of things. She makes her way a little bit closer to the well. She concentrates and allows for the energy inside of her to sort of build up into chalice. So she
Just as a note, anyway, you're Your microphone's like doing the thing again. I don't know if something.
It's
got
doing the
reset.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to keep it short just to say what I'm doing. That way, hopefully it'll not fuck up too bad. I'm using a wild shape to cast Chalice on myself. And yep. That is it. Yeah, moves a little bit. Cast
Are there-
Chalice on herself. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, no, that was finish. I was just gonna ask a question.
I have a question too.
Then, yeah, she just sort of takes a deep breath, realizing they're coming from all directions and sprinting really fast. So she tries to keep an eye and just pings where Peach is, Kabeth is. She sees Casey down in the corner near Cypherid, Sal in the south, Esmond to the southeast. And I guess she sort of sees, maybe sees Shalati rounding the corner. I'm not sure if she sees that or not.
All right. Yeah, just in terms of map orientation, I've just separated it into like north-south, and we'll just pretend that's how you randomly got distributed. But I'm just gonna, like the bottom of the map, they'll just be ambiently fighting things, and you guys will cover the north stuff.
Yeah, is it okay if we move ourselves more into a position where we would be at? Because before the map was formed, I had imagined like Peach would be like right at the edge of the well waiting for Aurea. She wouldn't be like 20 feet away past a wall.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, you had room to kind of react to the sounds, so you could have time to position
Okay,
yourself.
cool. Yeah, I just didn't want to step on anybody's turn, but I was like, ooh, that's not where Peach would have been to start this.
Where do you
Yeah,
want
my
to be?
question mostly just had to do with the characters of the players who are not here. So they're just gonna be taking care of all the ones that presumably weren't rolled in.
Yeah, they're extras in the bottom background.
Okay.
All right, and then also part of the surprise round, one of those zombies comes bursting through a door, catching, well, not off guard, but coming at Shalati.
Come at me, bro.
No advantage because you cannot be surprised, if I recall.
No, I don't unfortunately have that. So it is very in character, but she does not have that yet.
This is the zombie's time to shine. That's okay.
While we're doing this, was anyone... I was away for a portion of the fight earlier. Were people injured during the previous fight?
A little. I guess I could have healed, but whoops.
Okay, so Kabeth has, like, she saw Kabeth get, like, attacked a little bit by a zombie.
Yeah, you saw me get bit.
Okay. Is that it? Just Kabeth? Everyone else good? All right.
Yeah, a zombie had hit Peach, but then she was retroactively protected.
Okay. Then at the top of the order after the bonus round, for my turn, just gonna cast Healing Word and give. You're definitely gonna be healed all the way up there, Kabeth. So just cast this.
Oh wait, actually, I think Peach got bit once in the very beginning, didn't she?
Yes, but then Doc healed me.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Starting strong, zombies. Does a 22.
Yep, that will definitely hit.
7 piercing damage. This thing grabs onto you and sort of half tackles you into the wall. And then back at the top, Ava.
Oh,
First turn.
sorry.
Okay.
Peach, what's your casting modifier?
Charisma.
Alright.
What's the number? Give me a second.
Yeah, for heroism.
Oh, 4.
4? Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yep, plus 4 HP per round, and I'll continue to roll my Constitution.
All right, Ava, you're up. First turn.
Okay. Not knowing what else to do. She
Oh, we solved this really easily last time. Just go in your window settings and set your thing back up to like 70, 75.
okay. Well, I'll try to remember how to figure that out. Right. She, seeing that Kabeth's on the left, she moves a little bit to the right. Has she seen Shalati around the corner? This will be important.
I think it's fair to say maybe you heard Shalati. You know which direction Shalati was, and maybe you hear some sounds of fighting.
Okay. All right. She's just going to do on the right side. She knows she's coming from that direction, but she's going to try to hope that she can get around, and she's going to cast Spike Growth once again over here on the right side. I'll map it out. And oh yeah, that's it. And I'll map that out, and that'll be the end of her turn.
Alright. Zombie takes another bite. And oh my gosh. The zombie is on. 11 piercing damage. You've become restrained.
Cool.
Wait 1 sec. All right, I'm just trying to move this thing. Sorry, Chris.
Okay, is that where you want
No, I'm trying to grab it.
it? Zoom in, that helps. Zoom in like a lot.
Okay.
Remind me, spike growth. How does it work?
They get 2d4 for every 5 feet they move through it.
2d4 for every 5 feet. Okay.
And it is it also becomes difficult terrain, so they are at half speed.
Okay.
So, let's see.
Trying to figure out a fast way. I'm just going to copy paste. Like, are you okay with? I'll tell you what. You have it ready. Have like a thing ready to roll damage. Well, I'll do it if it's.
No, I
easier.
can totally. I can. It'll be real easy to do that. Just tell me how far they move, and I'll roll it. Like 10 feet, 15 feet, whatever.
It's difficult terrain, so it costs them extra. 5 feet.
5 feet. Okay. Just takes 4 piercing damage.
Couldn't do it. Peach Pine, you're up.
Oh my gosh. Peach holds her turn because Kate was unprepared. I don't know why I totally thought I was coming much later in the order. I will be prepared in a few moments. Sorry, hold action for now.
Interaction. Giant kebab.
Okay, so the nearest zombies are just northwest of me. Where did my window with the sheet go? Ah, there we go. Hey, guess what? Since we leveled up, I can attack twice now in a turn. Yes. So excited. Alright, I'm gonna run over to the first person. Which takes just about half my movement. To get to there. And my eyes go wide when I see how many zombies are coming this way. And Patrick healed me, which I forgot. So I'm back to full health before Chris makes zombies start chomping at me. And let's see. I'm going to take a swing at this first one. That's a 25.
Oh, that'll hit.
Let me roll some additional damage. For radiant. That's 14 damage.
Yeah, your hammer hits it so hard you knock one of the entire arms off. Bits of shoulder go flying, and then guts are pouring out in the snow. It staggers and spins around, barely still alive.
Yeah, I'm going to move, let's see, to the next one.
You're mobile, correct?
Yes, I am.
So it cannot stop you, but it will take a bite.
I don't attack. I don't get opportunity attacks.
It's the way I do the interaction between Sentinel and mobile. So I make it so they can't stop your movement, but they do get the attack. So it's like an average between them.
Ah, okay.
17 hit your armor class.
No.
Just scrapes against your armor. Can't hurt you. Keep going.
Alright, I move past it to the next one. I'm keeping an eye on the alleyway and to the left. There's a 13 hit.
13 hits.
Those are some weak rolls. Alright, I do 8 damage total on that one.
Batter the zombie staggers back. Growls at you, still alive.
I crouch, ready to hit again.
Anything else on that turn?
No, I'm saving my big stuff for when you bring in something terrible later.
Good choices. Five feet spike growth.
1 point
Wait.
of damage.
Do I also get a bonus when I hit undead with something?
When you smite them, I don't think it's just other than that, no.
Okay, just checking, because I remembered in the past there was something I had used that got extra on undead, and I was like, I don't remember what that is.
Yeah, it's your defense point.
Oh, wait, Chris, I'm sorry. I gotta roll one more d4 for that little guy. He gets 5 points of piercing instead of 1, which is much better.
But yeah, 500%. 10 feet. 10 feet spike growth.
Peach lost concentration on heroism.
15 points of piercing damage.
15 for 10 feet.
Yep.
Ooh, one of those zombies just shredded as he tries to make his way through the thorns. Down below in the well, Array, as you focus your prayers and your energy, what does Array look like right now in this moment?
She's on the island in the middle of the corrupted water. She's kneeling on the edge of it, her hand outstretched towards the scarred and ruined skeleton before her as it's writhing. She has her eyes shut and her face skewed in intense concentration as she means to imbue all that is radiant or sacred within her towards ending and setting this creature to peace. And just first purifying it with all that radiant energy. She knows that this is going to take some time, so she is full resolve. Though the screams she hears echoing from many other directions have her heart rate skipping intensely in her chest.
Alright, make an ability check associated with your prayers.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a 26.
Is a 26 enough?
You feel an echo of pain. Whoever this person was, chained here to this spike, they were tortured before they died. And your radiant energy flares brighter. And you get a flash of a farmer working in a field. He's excited for the crops to come in. Back on the surface. Just off to your right, a zombie comes running in, but he can't attack you this turn.
Good.
Zombie nearby takes a bite at you. About 15's just going to scrape against your armor and your shield. Shalati, your turn.
Oh, they took a lot less than I thought. As she gets tackled to the ground, the almost instantly the blue-green serpents flare up around her, and she snarls in the zombie's face, "Get off me!" And she's going to. I assume you can break this by trying to ungrapple them or doing an athletics check.
Yes, that would work. One, no, you are not prone yet. One more hit will knock you prone.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Well, regardless, it doesn't change what she is trying to do. So she is going to, just breaking free of it and trying to do a shove. Would that basically do the same thing?
You would not be able to shove them away until you break the restraint. Let me think about that. Yeah, because otherwise it would be pointless. Yeah, but you can. Oh, sorry. If you just want to break free individually, it is an action. But yes, the act of breaking free is an action.
Okay. Well, she is going to make that check.
Okay.
And I don't believe this has disadvantage because it's not an attack. So. But
So
I
you
do
probably
get it.
advantage too.
Yeah, because of rage. So. If it does better than that, I'm going to be very mad.
Yes, a 12 does not beat your 32. So, yeah, you knock this pathetic zombie off.
I think she is going to try to start moving. It is entirely possible that she's going to get stopped. Although, I have Sentinel as well, and there's some other... I think I might be thinking of some other interaction, perhaps. Anyway, she's going to try and move away. Does she see the spike growth that's, like, at the end of this alley?
Alright.
Make a wisdom perception
Oh,
check.
right. I'm gonna give you advantage because it's snow.
It's in DC 18.
I think a 22 should do it, probably.
Got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a 22 both times anyway. So I think she's going to... Do we see any doors on this side? It's hard to tell exactly what's the window, what's the door.
Yeah,
In this building.
Apparently robots are extremely bad at designing buildings.
I was looking at it, I was like, are there no doors connecting these rooms? I mean, it's not that she would be able to see it from outside anyway, but...
You know all this, like,
Wait, also-
tests in order to, like, log into stuff when they have you click on things?
It's
One
like
of them-
click all the doors.
Yeah.
Wait, Chris, you said robots design this? Did you have this like created by Midjourney the time we were absent? That's really awesome.
Not Midjourney. There is a program called Dungeon Alchemist that just use all this stuff.
That's awesome.
Good at placing furniture, not so much at doors.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Rooms full of barrels.
So there is a door on the northern side at the end of the alleyway, essentially. But looking around the back alley, it does not look like there are any doors.
Okay. I think then she is going to start moving away. Like this way-ish.
There are windows you could probably bust through if you really wanted to.
Sure, it'll be stirring and heroic. She'll run toward this and probably try to jump through if there's a movement. If it's not, then she's gonna have to wait until our next turn to.
Chris was 94 piercing damage.
Oh, wait, what? What?
I was just saying, you just roll a ridiculous amount of piercing damage. Like, you roll like 20 d4 of piercing damage or something. Like, well, I mean, I guess that's a thing. Sorry, go ahead.
She's falling through this window from maximum height.
Yeah.
Wait. Roll an intelligence check. Just intelligence.
Oh, that's my strong suit.
Oh my gosh, that's a natural 20.
Nice. This is 119.
Oh my god, I love that so much. Jelani!
So the last time you
So
guys were
fucking
here, in the brief time that you explored this area, you glanced in this through one of the windows here. There's no door into the building. It's just a door that leads out.
Oh my god.
There's no door deeper into the building for that room. It's just an exterior door.
Through this window. Okay.
If you fucking
Fire robots.
if you
Or
die,
robot.
that's right. If you dive through the window, you would just have to leave the same way you came. Eventually through the door, though.
Do I have any recollection of the quickest way past this choke point?
You could go a little farther south, break through the next window, like
Okay.
go into the back alley.
Okay, maybe I will try this. Try that then.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start moving. So take a swing at me.
Joyful zombie takes a bite. Oh,
Yay! Misses. Alright, so she'll move her whole 30. That way. What was it for me?
sounds good. Yeah, and just the next window past that. Ava.
Yeah, hearing the commotion and feeling like the eastern side is relatively safe for the time being, Ava starts moving her way to the west towards where she hears the commotion of Beth.
Between
And,
turns this time, try to do the audio thing, because...
Okay. I will see if I can go through and do that. Yeah, she's gonna move this direction, and I'll have her hold an action. Oh, and she's gonna try to encourage Peach. Like, Peach, come on! Try to get Peach to head this direction.
Peach will use her held action to follow Ava immediately, because that makes sense.
Yeah, reaction used, and then you can take a movement action.
Sorry, my computer is doing some weird things. I just need to get the right window up.
Zombie comes dashing after you, Shalati, but cannot attack you this turn.
Oh, yeah, but can I have Peach say something as well before she leaves the...
Yes.
Yeah, she's gonna holler down into the well. Rhea, there's lots of zombies up here. I have to go help Ava. Can you get out on your yeah? And then she just kind of leaves. You'll probably hear it echoing down Peach's consternation, but she does move off toward Kebeth and Ava.
Alright, that sounds good.
Is this louder, Chris?
Yes, that's much better. You can probably lean back just a little bit from the microphone, not be quite so close, but it sounds like, hopefully it's not phasing.
All right, great.
We'll see. 10 feet of movement for a zombie. 10 feet spec growth.
Okay. 14 damage.
Ooh, another zombie shredded by the thorns. The zombie that Kabeth left behind just keeps moving forward towards the well. Doesn't turn back to attack Kabeth. "15 feet of movement.
7 and 6, 13.
The zombie comes crawling out of the thorns, torn to pieces, but still alive. Oh, this is piercing damage, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just set that one down. So that got took 10.
Are these zombies hugging the corners?
Yes, yes.
They're so smart.
They're just.
They're doing a little thriller routine.
Yeah,
Like,
that's just like with back pressed up against it, like just they see a couple of them run in and get like slaughtered, and the rest of them just kind of like slow down a little bit and start moving cautiously against the wall.
Oh, they turn through. They're just frantically trying to get out. Peach, you're up.
All right, Peach is just gonna. She nods to Ava and she switches weapons. She sheaths her rapier and pulls out her sling. So she'll use half her movement to do that, and then she'll take a shot at the zombie closest.
There's one right there past Ava.
Hey.
20. It hits. 8 some bludgeoning. Tell me a story.
So Ava, hollering to Peach, kind of knocks her out of her reverie, and she runs away from the well entrance. And as she's running, she pulls her sling out of her back pocket and shoots a shot directly at the zombie closest to Ava. It goes into the zombie's eye socket and just clonks the thing down. The nice little squish and then a collapse. And that'll end my turn.
It's Jen Kabath.
I'm going to smash the one to the top right of me.
Okay.
18.
That definitely hits.
That's, oh my god, math, my brain. 11 points of damage. I was like 2 plus 2.
yeah.
It's fine. I'm doing fine. I can math. So
Bits
that's
of-
the first one.
Bits of bone go splattering against the wall. And you bloody the creature.
And then this other one just moved, is just technically out of my reach. To the bottom right.
Yeah, probably out of a 5-foot reach for sure.
If I take one step to the right and get closer that way, am I in reach now?
Yes. One of them is
And
a little bite itch.
They can try.
It's a 23 hit charmer class.
It can succeed.
Ah! It bites on. Interesting. Are you immune to being grappled?
I don't think so.
Okay, interesting.
That would be nice. I don't know where that would come from.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure. Maybe I'm thinking of like a stereo freedom of movement stuff. Okay, you take 10 piercing damage, and this thing grabs onto you. Trying to think of how to handle you being grappled by a zombie while you're big. I think you'll get advantage on like trying to break out if you want to. But it does.
That takes an action, right?
It does. It does.
Why use an action to do that when I can just hit it with a hammer?
It's true.
It's a 10 hit.
Oh no, it's too close. You swing and it's just holding onto your arm.
Right, let's add a deep sigh. Let me just think for a second if I want to use one of my things that'll let me try again. No.
Was this townsfolk? Was this zombie a town garden before he died?
He's a weed now. Just where he doesn't, where I don't want him to be. Gotta room. That's my turn.
"15 feet spike growth."
15 piercing damage.
"20 feet spike growth."
I think I did that right. 5, yeah. That's 27 piercing.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, one of them just gets shredded, dead. Re-dead. Dead again.
I'm just imagining if Salinger did like a second killing field essentially right after it.
Araya, down in the well. You can feel the radiance of your will conflicting with a dark, corruptive magic. There are flashes of memories that aren't yours, eating at the edge of your thoughts. How does Araya focus to press deeper into this magic?
With one hand around the amulet at her neck, she bows her head and reaches for the meditative prayer that she has dedicated and used to push every ounce of pain. Just scared me.
You hear a brief small shout echo from the tunnels behind you.
Yes. Sorry, I accidentally hit play on my keyboard and it turned on something else. Using the meditative prayer that she's so long allowed to be her main focus away from pain and away from hurt her entire life at the temple, she falls into it with a deep breath. The smell of the putrid water and the cries of the creatures become one step lesser in her mind, and she seizes to the commitment to both her faith, but also to bringing light into dark places.
To make a skill check. A 16. was a flash of memory. As this person, as you, wait, no, this person, tilling their field. They pause in their work. Strangers come to visit. You feel the dark magic of this place fighting back against your own will. You just barely make progress.
Okay. Thanks. Good to know.
The zombie just adjacent to you takes a bite. Oh my gosh, a 23, which I assume that's... You're looking
So now I have a zombie on each side.
Yes. You take 8 points of piercing damage. This one bites you kind of somewhere on the back. And you've become... Yeah, you've now become restrained. There's 2 zombies clinging on you now.
Dang it. Does that mean I can't drag them?
So your movement is 0. Yeah, it's pretty limiting, but I would let you make like an athletics check to take some movement, but it wouldn't be that much.
Okay. And do I have use of my arms when I'm in this restraint?
Yes, you can attack, you're just disadvantaged.
Fine.
$15 feet spike growth movement.
64 coming up.
Oh, 6d4. I think you said 64 damage. I was like, what?
Me too. I was like,
No,
God
no.
damn, Ava.
15 points. No, it's anticlimactic. It's 15 points of piercing.
Still good. All right. The zombie is running past Kaba, but can't attack you though. $15 feet spike.
64 coming up.
Those
15 again.
Ooh.
Consistent.
$15 feet.
12 piercing.
Zombie takes a bite at you, Kaba. Yeah, just bites into armor, can't hurt you. Another one just bites into your shield. Well, yeah, bites into your bracer. Shalati, your turn.
She growls as she hears the zombie coming up behind her. It's heavy footsteps. pretty unmistakable, and spins around with the halberd in both hands, aiming to chop it down where it stands. That will be 13. I don't know why it says bludgeoning. Wait. Oh, this is the butt. Can I re-roll the damage? Or just do the 19? Or just do a full re-roll?
You'll use the original damage, but if you need to, well, unless the damage was the thing that's wrong.
It's just a D10 versus a D8, basically.
Okay, yeah. If you need to re-roll something, just keep the original of whatever was the correct roll. Like, because it's rolling attack and damage at the same time, if one of those was just wrong, you can just re-roll and take whatever you need to replace.
Yep. Okay. So it is the attack roll. The first one was correct. The damage was not. So this one is 10 slashing and 6 necrotic.
10 slashing, 6 necrotic. Double check. They're not resistant to necrotic. Is that 16?
Yes, that'll be 16.
Oh, they are resistant to slashing, though.
Not piercing? Wait.
Yeah, slashing and piercing.
Oh, okay. I did not remember that. But looks like I should have just stuck with the first one then.
So 4 plus 6, 10. Okay. You bloody this creature, slicing one of its arms off. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not sure, actually, in battle, if any of you have used slashing before, because Thalinger switched to blunt. Interesting.
I'm pretty sure I've used slashing against the zombies before.
Interesting.
Yeah, Peach has used slashing as well.
Okay, well, you were getting it for free. Because they were so supposed to. Okay, yeah, bloody slice an arm clean off it. Bumps into the snow. Ava, your turn.
At the end
Well,
Oh, sorry.
So for my bonus, I am going to probably disengage. And I realize it'll still get an attack on me, but and then she doesn't know that, and she's gonna move.
Alright, at the end of her turn, Ava will use her held action to run.
Wait, I got a natural 1 when making that attack.
Ooh!
Charlotte, what do you want to do?
I probably want to hit it.
Yeah, you just spin around and swing as you're making your way south. Just roll damage. Actually, there's no way it can survive. Tell me a story.
Okay. As she spins around, I think she doesn't even realize it, but the haft of the glaive just goes spinning around and cracks it across the side of the head. It lurches after her, and she just accidentally sends it into the wall.
Yeah, you just get that like, huh? Oh, there it is. Dead.
And then she's going to run down and try to crash through the window here. Do I need to... Is that an action, or is it just movement?
No. It can be part of your movement. Just make an athletics check.
Okay.
Yep, it's enough to get through a window.
16.
Yep. So yeah, you can smash it through.
That's it for me.
All right. Ava.
Alright, at the end of her turn, just use the held action to run. She runs around the corner, hearing Kabeth kind of fighting and struggling, it sounds like, with some of these. Being like, get off.
Fine.
Don't like that. And running around the corner, she grips onto her amulet, begins to glow. She sort of takes a deep breath and concentrates really hard and grips her fist and sort of digs in a little bit deeper than she did last time. And she will cast, her channel divinity. So I need them to make some saving throws. And they will be, she cast Destroy Undead. I think that is going to be all of the undead except for... I think it's all the undead that are still around or in this area.
Okay, you clicked turn undead. Do you have the info for destroy undead?
It's
is
at
it-
the bottom of that same... It's just starting at 5th level. It's the last paragraph.
Now we get to see if its CR is 1/2 or below.
Interesting.
If zombies aren't, I don't know what is.
Well, I don't use CR, but I'll replace this with something. Okay. I want you, as you describe Zeva is focusing her magic, echoed by what Array is doing down in the well beneath. I'd like you to make an ability check, or an ability check associated with your casting for this. So probably wisdom for you. Oh, natural 20. Describe to me as this blast destroys all of these zombies in this room.
She, sprinting around the corner, sort of seeing all these again, just sort of like sees and grips onto the amulet around it. It begins to glow. Takes in a deep breath, grips very tightly. The ground beneath, just small rumblings almost. The dirt maybe sort of shifts and jumps, maybe even levitates just a small amount. As each of the creatures, something inside them begins to shift and alter the energy inside each of them until all at once they seem to just combust from the inside with this eruption of white-blue flame that just sort of decimates and turns the entire being into dust, so that every creature within a range, within a second, is just nothing more than ash sort of floating on, drifting on a steady breeze and mixing with the snow.
As these creatures all around are reduced to ash, blown in every direction, the snow on the ground around you all pushed outward in this patterned circle. And there's just a moment as the light is fading where you see a shape in that fading light. It's far taller than a person would be. And you see the shape of luminous wings. You've encountered something like this before in a place between places. And as all the undead around you are destroyed, whatever this thing is sees you, turns its head in your direction, and it's gone.
She lets out a breath she didn't realize she was holding, and sort of sees the world around her as it comes back into focus, wondering, just for a second, whether or not she's seen something that was real, or whether it was just something in her mind. She shakes herself awake a little bit and looks at Kabeth and sort of nods, drops the amulet, her fist, her entire wrist strained slightly, and then she turns and begins running back towards the well. She says, in a bit of a stilted whisper to Kabeth, like, we have to go back. And then she runs towards the well.
I'm following.
Yeah, Peach too.
I'm going to use a healing spell on myself.
Right.
Are we still in turns?
Yes.
Okay, then I will wait.
10 feet spike damage.
Oh, okay, I got that. 1 sec. 6 piercing.
Spike Growth decided it was like, you got the rest of it covered.
It's just getting tight. There's so much gore on it. The spikes aren't even that sharp anymore.
Peach Pine, your turn.
So, seeing all of the undead just dissolve, Peach stands slack-jawed for a minute until Ava runs past and goes, "We gotta go back to the well. Let's go." And Peach shakes herself out of it, and she will. I suppose she'll do a bit of movement, and then ultimately she's going to take a slingshot at the closest zombie she can see.
Alright, make sure it's in range. So they're pretty far.
Yes, way she can do 35. She'll shoot it at disadvantaged, or do the 120 range thing.
Hmm.
Goes very badly.
How'd you do? Oh,
Peach missed.
is that natural? Is that natural one going to stay?
That's a natural one. Oh, I've got one.
Why are you
left.
disadvantaged?
Because I'm shooting from too far away. Yeah. No, the natural one will let stand. I have a point of inspiration. Can I use that?
Yeah.
3 roll. Cool. All right, at least not a total fail.
Hey, actually 12 hits, actually.
Oh, nice.
And that's 5 points bludgeoning.
Yep.
I had this one marked as bloodied, but it was not actually bloodied. It is now.
Boo.
It is now.
All right, cool. That'll be it for Peach. Thank you.
All right. Giant Beth. Just to give you information on your turn. As you finish. Oh, sorry. Do what you're going to do first.
Says he's gonna give me information, then changes his mind. I'm like,
Right.
oh,
Actually, no, I'll give it to you now. As you begin to cast, you said you're going to cast a healing spell. So as you begin to cast your healing spell, it's fine. You're not forced into anything. You're not forced into anything. As you start to do whatever you're going to do, you hear a loud impact sound coming from the west.
one moment while I zoom out on my map.
Just glancing west. There's nothing on the map, but you hear it.
Okay. I will move past this. That zombie is dead, the one that's upside down there.
Yes.
And I'm standing near tiny figure Ava. I see that there's still zombies to the north. Do they seem like they're currently coming fast? Do they seem like an active threat?
Yes.
As I jog by Ava, I'm like, something big's coming. I'll go to. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna use my bonus action to move to do the dash, so which will put me here. Um, and I'm not within that circle, so I'm going to first swing at the one to the south at me. 17.
17 hits.
17 damage.
Tell me the story.
Kabeth hears that rumbling to the west, and she's like, "Oh, shit." And she jogs by Abe, and she's like, "Something big is coming," and then she kind of points in that direction that she heard the noise. But she sees the crowd of zombies, and I assume she can kind of tell that there's some kind of area of effect magic happening.
Roll a wisdom check. Is it a wisdom saving throw or perception check? What did you have to roll, Shaladi?
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Perception, I believe.
Yeah. Perception advantaged, because you've seen Abby do this before. And there's snow.
12.
Nope.
Oh, no. You have no idea.
Beth is just so into the fighting, she doesn't notice this thing, but somehow she doesn't walk into this area. Because there's a zombie close by.
It's right there.
She sees this crowd, and she sees the threat coming their way, and she reaches the first one, brings the hammer down and smashes it to the ground. It crumples at her feet, and then she turns north, goes just a little further north because I had just a little bit of movement left, and I'm gonna bring the hammer down on this one.
Okay.
That's another 17 to hit.
That hits.
And another 17 damage.
Tell me a story.
The first one crumples to her feet, and she just whips around and brings the hammer down again and smashes this one over the head, and it collapses to the ground. The sound of bones breaking, the hiss of flesh searing upon her hot hammer.
Cooking with Kabeth.
The worst cooking show. I think that's, yeah, I'm gonna save my stuff for later. So that's it for now. And let's see, let me just make sure I don't have any more movement.
20 feet spike growth.
I have a little movement. I'm going to kind of step back just a little bit.
It's going to be 21 piercing.
Another zombie shredded.
Yeah, I moved back towards the group to get into a better strategic position to protect my friends.
Sounds good.
That's my turn.
Down in the well beneath. Alright. You remember sitting down. You're proud of your food that you've made. The stranger eats from a wooden bowl. But you watch him uncertainly. You can see dark gray robes concealing most of him. He's a young man. Looks like perhaps he lost an eye. Maybe in the journey, in the wars too long ago. Looks like a human. I don't see many humans. Roll just an ability check and tell us about Araya. She focuses her will.
I'm going to spend a thing and redo that.
Okay, it's a natural one. We're re-rolling that.
Oh, actually, hold Hold on, I think I get like an auto reroll. If you make an ability check, I can spend a sorcery point. So I'm gonna have a couple points of failures. I'm gonna use a sorcery point this time.
Much better. There, as you press forward against the magic, there's a searing pain. The stranger has his hand gripping your shoulder. There's an ache in your cheek. He struck you. The pain's indescribable as he drives a blade into your eye. No! And you feel yourself pushing through the magic, driving it back, and feel the radiance spreading around you. There's a brief image of a woman with crimson hair.
Boo.
Aw, that's the wrong noise for cheering, Patrick. Yay!
The piercing pain from the stab to the eye becomes radiant light as she pushes back on what she is seeing, and her conviction warring with these lived experiences that she's touching and attuned to as she tries to cleanse, as she tries to focus and bring this brightness within her to the cavern here below the well, murmuring soft prayers as she clutches the stone amulet tighter in her hand until it aches in her fingers, and the feel of that grounds her. I like this. Oh, it's really
20 feet spike growth.
21 piercing.
Another zombie shredded just before leaving. "15 feet spike growth.
That is. Just making sure. 13 piercing.
Zombie's trying to make it through. "15 feet.
That's gonna be 16 piercing.
"10 feet spike growth.
8 piercing.
"20 feet.
19 piercing.
Another zombie torn apart by the thorns. Shalati.
Does the progress of all the zombies look like they're trying to go? Did she hear that noise? That thud.
Roll perception check. Yes. You heard a loud impact sound from the Are you getting attacked by bees? Is that a bat? Are you being attacked by a bat?
Spider.
What was that?
What was it?
You know those mosquito eaters that are like large mosquitoes? It like
Oh,
flew.
mosquito hawks. Those things are
Yeah.
huge.
They're huge. It flew up in my face. I had is it a mosquito? Like, I just had a spider attack me earlier today. Like, I've had enough of bugs today.
So we have mosquito hawks on the East Coast. They look like huge giant mosquitoes,
Yeah.
but they don't eat people. They
No,
eat
no, I
mosquitoes.
just don't want it to touch me.
They're the
Oh,
mosquitoes.
they're terrifying.
Are they the mosquitoes with really long legs? Like really long legs?
Yes, they look like huge
Yeah.
mosquitoes, but they're allies of humans because
Yeah,
they
they're my
hunt
friend.
mosquitoes.
He needs to eat every mosquito. Fuck mosquitoes.
I
had
thought
one
those
like that
were.
come in.
I thought those were a type of mosquito.
No,
No,
whenever
they're
I
friends.
see, yeah, mosquito hawks are ones that I will like try and catch and release in my home. Grab one by a leg, throw it
I
outside.
just really hope he stays up there and does not touch me ever again.
He'll protect you from the mosquitoes.
I tried to like blow him away. Did you see me be like?
Yes, we saw you doing very many weird things.
Ah!
I think okay. So I think so as not to lose my rage, I will go ahead and. Oh no, because I have to. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna run up towards the fighting that's going on, but because she's not hitting anything. Yeah, that'll be it for her.
You could run into the spike ground.
That's true. I forgot about that. That would be difficult terrain, though. Yeah, I could probably actually just do a teeny bit.
Just a touch.
Boop.
Oh god, 7
Come
points
on.
of fear.
Ava!
Sorry.
Well, fortunately, she's still raging, so. Yep, that's it for me. She momentarily forgets where the edge is, stumbles, and catches herself, but a thorn grows through her foot and she curses.
In the west, there's an explosion of wooden debris and books as a hulking creature, you've seen something like it before, comes bursting through the library, zombies pouring out.
Not the library, Chris. What?
Oh no, it's not a
Oh no.
It was a
it's
mysterious,
so generic.
anonymous figure.
Yeah.
generic figure.
Chris should start
What does it
drawing
look
little
like?
stick men.
1 second, I have to find the thing for it.
What's that? This thing over here. Oh God.
I'm gonna spread them out this time. I see, Chris.
Yeah, they're all pouring out through the library.
Don't worry, guys. I'm sure this is a CR1/2 creature.
Why do you tempt fate?
I'm just.
What do I care? I'm in a cave underground.
Ava's rolling like humans are not endangered species here.
Oh, that's true. I gotta protect myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so many more rolling into initiative.
Oh God. I love this. It's terrifying.
I hate it.
I love it so much.
I mean, I love it, but I also hate it.
I know. Well, I love the story of it. All the boy characters are gonna come back next week and are gonna be like,
What characters?
what? What the fuck?
Oh, that's true. This was an entire girls' mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta do our little seance in the underground crypt.
Why do you think it was going so well, Chris?
Yeah, we're doing amazing. Only when we come up with the handiwork of another intelligent, excellent woman are we then waylaid. Oh no. If we win, we win, and if we lose, Vanya wins.
It's like, oops all girls.
Ava.
Girl villain. Watch all the zombies just happen to be lady zombies.
But it's so progressive, you don't even mention it. You don't even realize till like you're almost done with it that it's been an all-girls episode.
Zombarby?
Bechdel test who?
Zombie.
Zombarby!
Alright.
They're all wearing
So-
pink.
Oh my god, yes! Now I want to desperately draw that. That's
This is cascade of burst dam of undead, pink adorned zombies comes flooding into there. Ava kind of like, as the library burst open and the creature like smashes through and the zombies come out, she kind of takes a step back, trips a little bit, catches her balance and starts running the opposite direction, sort of on instinct. She's like, Shalani, Sal! And she ends up running right next to where Peach is, just trying to sort of get away. And then I will. Yep, that's it. I can hold action at this point as she's uncertain what to do, and Patrick needs to go AFK.
It's a bite of Chicabeth. It's a 19 hit Kibeth.
Yeah, it does.
6 piercing damage. You've become grappled as it grabs on.
Dang it.
Peach Pine, you're up.
Oh, could actually. Yeah, as that zombie attacks Kibeth, Peach is going to use her reaction to cast Silvery Barbs and try and get the zombie to miss Kibeth.
Ooh, I don't know about some silvery barbs. Tell me about it.
I have not used it very frequently, but if I can just pull it up here. Sorry, my computer's doing weird things. Let me just get the screens. A creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself succeeds on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw. Instantaneous. You magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. The triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll. You can then choose a different creature you can see within range. I'm choosing Kebeth, and that chosen creature will have advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So the zombie has to re-roll, and then Kebeth will get advantage on her next thing.
Yeah, you make this creature miss. And Kebeth has advantage. Nicely done. So heal back that damage you took. Nice job. In fact, it is a turn of giant Kebeth.
Okay, so there's a little crowd of zombies near me, and then I just saw this giant zombie thing appear on the opposite side.
The library exploded. Woods books are flying everywhere, landing in the snow. This thing roars and takes a big giant sledgehammer off its back.
Okay. If I remember correctly, had I just hit the zombie that attempted to bite me?
No.
Okay. Well, you know what? They're gonna get smashed a little. Because they just tried to bite me.
Makes sense. 16 hits.
Sweet.
She gets advantage on that, too.
Just in case you get your turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
25. Not a natural 20. But let's just say it hits. Okay. So 6 bludgeoning plus. So that's 8 damage.
Yeah, a little distracted.
Yeah, you bloody this creature, smashing into its ribs.
I turn and I run the other direction.
It's gonna take a bite. Oh my gosh. So it's currently rolling a 20.
Yeah, that hits me. Kebeth is annoyed. I'm gonna just try to smash the stupid thing again. I hit it with a 25 plus.
So you take 8 piercing, but you turn around and destroy this thing. Tell me a story.
Kebeth smashes the thing with the hammer once, sees it kind of like stagger a little bit. She turns like she's gonna leave, but it lunges forward and bites into her, and she's like, "You see her face?" And she turns around again, and she just raises the hammer up and brings it down upon it as it's biting her, and it just punches a hole right through the middle, and both halves crumble to the ground. I have to think if I'm gonna use something. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to move. $60 gets me to there. I still have a bonus action. I'm gonna use my bonus action to heal myself, which I think I can heal myself completely. So as I run, I touch my chest with my hand. My hand starts to glow, and that glow kind of becomes very bright and then surges through my body, and all my bite wounds heal.
Nicely done.
And hold on, I might not be done.
Okay.
I'm going to use my action surge because I can cast a spell with that action, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just make sure there wasn't some rule that I forgot about. Okay, so I'm going to use my action surge to cast a spell. Because guess what? I forgot that as a paladin, I can change out my spells with rest, so I have new spells. And I actually have something that I can use at range that's not just me hucking a dagger or throwing a spear if I have one.
Nice.
So I'm very excited. I use Guiding Bolt. And I'm going to upcast this at the 2nd level. And I think I put it in my thing. Hold on. And I think I have it queued. I've never had multiple levels of spell slots before, so let me just make sure that it'll ask me what spell level to do it at.
How do not warlocks work?
Seriously, I am like, how do I? What do you mean I don't have cantrips? What the fuck? So that's a 22 to hit for Guiding Bolt. I actually don't know if you rolled a hit with Guiding. Do you roll a hit? Okay, yes, you do. Okay, just making sure. And then that's 20 radiant damage.
Right. And who are you talking to?
Oh, the big guy.
All right. Yeah, blast of radiant energy fires out, impacting the creature. 22 definitely hits. 20 radiant damage.
And the next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage. Because now it's glowing.
I'm marking it with a little yellow circle so that we can. It's hard to see against the white.
It is. Actually, I was like, yellow.
Let's do
Oh.
pink. Let's do pink.
Yeah, so whoever hits this guy next, you have advantage.
A little farther to the south, Kabeth, you catch out of the corner of your eye, zombies are running for the well. Down beneath in the putrid water on the small island in that hidden cave. Araya. And describe to us what Araya is doing. She press deeper, fighting back the cursed magic with your radiant light.
If you looked at her, you would.
Do you need a minute?
It's just that she wants mommy. Aha! I bribed her with a Coca-Cola. Best mom move. Ah. Araya has fallen to her knees, her feet still in the murky water, her knees just barely on the island that contains the corpse. But she is entirely lost into the vision inside her head, trying to understand where this corpse has come from, why this person was chosen, but also the force behind it that is still seemingly connected to it and allowing this corruption to persist, but also probably theoretically recognizes that the ginger is the necromancer in question, as it seems from her is the source of this ritual that had tortured this person. So trying to retain a sense of self, she allows herself to push further in for answers.
Make a skill check.
I'm gonna use a thingamajiggy for that one. I'm gonna use the real point.
Mm-hmm.
Although I could use another sorcery point. I'm going to use a fate point this time.
Okay, 27, much better than a natural 1.
Oh my god, though, the fact that I'm like natural one-ing a couple of times is starting to make me worried.
Mm-hmm. You feel blade carving into you. And as the tip of it scrapes your bones, there are flashes of images now once removed. You realize that you, Aurea, this is the echo of this is an echo, a memory left behind, etched in by a dark magic. You see a woman, long crimson hair, still asleep in the early morning light. It's coming in through the window. Bed sheets, light in her body. You remember, someone else remembers snow, a city in winter, and a fluid green light across the sky. And as your magic begins to spread and press and drive back the corruption of this place, there's a hint, some words, some other time, another place. You must be Ethan. Up the surface.
Just to double check what was said, it was you must be Ethan. Excellent. Okay. I'm just making sure.
I love this.
Twenty feet of spikes. Is Patrick AFK?
I think so.
Like 10 minutes and not listening at the moment.
Yeah, it's the large one. I've snapped its head towards Gabeth. Is leaping forward. It's- Oh, what a way to start. This enormous undead builder swings that, in this case, a big sledgehammer down at Beth, and that is natural 20
Can I?
on the die.
Am I too far to use one of my breaths to make it reroll that?
Let's see. I can't remember if I set a range on that. I think it's just something you can see happen clearly. So roll a perception check to see if you can see through all the trees.
Also, I had a thought that Peach would use her reaction to do silvery barbs again. So if this Shalati's thing doesn't work, then I have an idea.
Okay, yeah, Shalati, you can do that.
Okay, yeah. So it's she like half shouts and it has to reroll.
That's only a 12. Nice. Yeah, this big hammer comes down at you, but you deflect it. Shalati.
Chris, before the end of that creature's turn, I'm going to do a quick thing.
Good.
So, when I invoke the stone rune, when a creature you see ends its turn within 30 feet of you, which I think it definitely is close enough, I can use my reaction to force the creature to make a wisdom saving throw of DC 13, but let me just double check. It's DC 14 now.
This is it wisdom saving throw?
Yes, please. And that's DC 14. I gotta update that.
So 14. The creature succeeds just barely.
It was worth a try. Alright, then nothing happens. Carry on.
Okay. Still Shalati's turn? Shalati's turn now?
Yep.
Okay.
So she is going to make a little. She stumbles forward a little bit, and then down here. Over this way, and then we'll. Oh. Do. She's basically just aiming to end up like right here. So that she can intercept anyone in the way. That will be the entirety of my turn.
I assume, is Ava still AFK? I think so.
Oh, I just got back.
Oh, perfect. Timing. You missed an interesting thing, but in the recording. It's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, at the end of Shalati's turn, just so as not to waste something, I cast just guiding bolt on the big guy, and then the zombie that's closest to Shalati at the south. I'll roll for that, I guess.
I think it's still got surrounded by the glimmering light of guiding bolt, right?
Oh, is it?
Like it hasn't been used yet.
I
Because
think so.
Kibeth
Yeah,
used it.
I believe so.
Oh, so it, Kibeth has used.
Guiding bolt is already affecting the big one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I haven't. Has anybody struck at it?
Nope.
That's right. That was just saying it hasn't been used up yet.
Okay. In that case, let me see. Yep. All right. In that case, I'm just gonna a cantrip on it. Just so I don't waste it, Chris, have the creature make a dexterity saving throw, DC 18. A big one.
Failure.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly, while he's doing whatever he's doing, it sort of gets confused and tripped up. Part of him, his knee goes out, collapses down, he falls prone.
Wait, I'm actually use this thing that I keep forgetting to use. They have advantage in saving throws.
Oh. Alright, well that was fun for a second. Ava just runs south here towards the well. Are these, real quick, are these adornments around the well? Like, just, can I stand on them, or are those actually...
The actual well is just like a round well.
Okay, I'm just gonna stand, sort of in front of it. Right behind Shalati, I guess. And, I will... I'm gonna see how strong this creature is. Ava's gonna try to push it telepathically, and then I'm gonna hold my action.
Alright.
Hold on a sec. So that is...
Strength saving throw?
Yeah, strength saving throw, DC 18 strength.
Surely its weakest point.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, okay, well...
Only a natural
I thought
Ava
it got
is pushed-
disadvantage on its next thing.
Not saving throw.
Oh, shoot. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
sorry.
Ava pushes herself back a foot.
Fall down the
Fall into
well.
the well.
Yeah. Almost falling in the well. Alright, Ava will hold... I'll just hold my action here. She looks over at Shalati and Kabeth, and is looking down at the well and still completely uncertain what to do as the undead start to swarm. Yeah, end of turn.
Alright. The creature moves forward. Shalati in the way. It takes a bite.
That was not gonna hit.
Claws at you uselessly. Peach Pine.
I'm so invested in the Uriah story points. Gosh, this big guy came in. Yeah, Peach is just gonna take a crack at the creature in front of Kabeth. She will try to hit it with a lovely spell. Just gonna go with some Dissonant Whisper.
What is it roll?
It's rolling. So it's DC 15 Wisdom save. On a fail save, they take 3d6 psychic damage. Have to move.
It succeeds, but it will still take some damage. So it's a half of...
Okay. Yep, half of 4. Yay.
Okay, they're resistant to psychic, so we'll take a quarter.
Awesome.
Oh, you rolled it twice. Well,
Yeah, that
it takes
was,
1
my
point of psychic damage.
Fantastic. That's fine. I think Peach kind of takes a step back. Usually that spell does more damage, so she kind of, I don't know, taken aback by it. I also have to go as Kate in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, we're just about to. Giant Kabeth.
Okay, so I'm gonna smash at this guy, and if I hit, I'm gonna use what's it called? Too many names of things. Divine Smite? Yeah, Divine Smite. And if I hit, I'm gonna use an additional thing that I can do. But let me see if I hit first. I have more than one chance to hit. I love this.
Roll with advantage.
I can roll with advantage. Wait, why do I get to roll with advantage?
Because you did the radiant thing and no one stole it from you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've been furiously reading my many rules to be like, can I use this? Can I use this? So I haven't heard like super close what everybody else has been doing.
That's how it was after the slime.
Does 26 hit, Chris?
26 definitely hits.
Okay. So we get Giant Smite bonus. And we get Divine Favor. What the fuck? Do I not have a thing that lets me reroll ones on damage? Maybe I didn't take that feat. I thought about it.
Ooh.
Okay, and what else? I said I was going to use Divine Smite. Let me roll that, which uses a spell slot, right?
So any
Yes.
level spell slot, if you upcast it, it does more damage.
You can use
Did I have to declare upcast ahead of time?
Normally, yes, but it's fine in this case because you didn't critical, so it doesn't matter.
How much more damage is an upcast? Hold on.
I think it's an extra d8 per level of level of spell slot. And then because it's undead, it is an additional d8.
I'm gonna use the regular spell slot. I'm gonna hold on to one level 2 for something else.
Okay, sounds good. So just add that one d8 because this is undead.
Wow, Allie.
My damage is really pathetic. I hate this. All right, well, that's okay. This is just the first hit.
Holly, I did 1 point last round. 1.
It is
All right,
radiant, so maybe it'll do something.
All right, it's okay. I'm not done yet. I'm not done. I have more things. All right, so let's see. That's
That is
That's
4
16.
ones.
so far.
All day you've been just smashing zombies, sending them flying through buildings. You hit this guy, boom, and you feel this impact against your hammer.
All right.
Strong.
So I'm going to use my martial adept feature, so with disarming attack. So when I hit with a weapon attack, I can expend 1 superiority die to add it to the damage, and to disarm the target if it fails a strength saving throw of a DC 15.
Okay.
I know it's a shot in the dark. It's worth a try. Do I also roll the D6 in this one? No, I just expend the die, but I don't roll it. Oh no, I do add it to the damage. Okay, so I am adding an additional D6. That's an additional 3. 3 more points. Fuck.
It's not a 1.
Everyone counts, Kabeth.
Yeah.
Roll your thing to see if I disarm you. Yeah, it was worth a try.
Yeah, I would have let it work this time because I forgot to say it ahead of time. But as a reminder, you can only like disarm and things like that creatures that are bloodied. That's a house rule.
Oh, I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it only came up once in the last campaign.
Got it. Okay, noted for future reference, since I have that ability that I can use all the time. And let's see, I used a bonus action to do martial adept. Just checking my action economy here. No?
No, disarming attack just works on a hit. There's no additional action
It's
economy
just
tied to
it's
it.
another. Cool. Okay. Continuing on. Let's hit it again. And You know what? Let's see. If this hits, I'm going to use another Divine Smite. I think I can do that, right?
I don't think there's a limit. Yeah, I think it's fair. You can do it whenever you hit.
As long as I have a spell slot? Cool.
Very bursty.
Oh, that's not with advantage.
Oh.
So it's a 19. That would have been nice, though.
Okay. Well,
So take the... if does 19 hit?
19 hits, yeah.
Okay, so then take 11 bludgeoning plus...
Wow.
Oh my
Please
god.
take 13 damage. Damn it. What the fuck?
I want to do the odds to see what the actual chances of rolling ones on all of these dice are.
Hooray, hasn't lifted the curse in this area yet. It's in full effect.
At least I'm hitting. I'll take it. It's fine. I'd rather do poorly in the damage than not hit at all. I think that's it for this turn. Let me just double check. Hold on. You know what? We're gonna attempt to use the fire rune too. Why not? I can still do this. It doesn't take an action economy of any kind. So when I hit a creature with attack using a weapon, I can invoke the fire rune to summon fiery shackles. It takes an extra 2d6 fire damage, and it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained for 1 minute. It is DC 14.
Strength save?
Yeah.
22.
You have advantage?
Yes.
Why do you always have advantage, Chris?
Read, look. I'm gonna give you its ability.
You know that roll 20 gives shit rolls, so you're like, I will always give myself advantage, damn it.
It always gives
Right.
me good.
You still get 2d6 of extra fire damage.
2d6 extra fire.
And I got to, so take 12 more damage, damn it.
Nicely done. Yeah, flame
This guy's gonna die death by 1,000 cuts.
sear across the
all right.
flesh.
Now I'm done.
That's 25 plus whatever you did on your first roll, so that's not a bad amount of damage in one turn.
Not bad at all. Araya. Down beneath this cursed place. Hints of memories that belong to someone else. Impressions left behind and echoes of other times, other lives. Flash through your mind. And as that happens, you feel an opening, a way to push through and pierce through the curse lifting this place. Please describe, as you focus your will, and make a skill check.
She can't tell if it's a drop of sweat or the corrupted water trickling over her face and down in her clothes. But she feels that opening. She senses just the smallest weakness in this overwhelming corruption. And she focuses with all of her attention, but also just the desperation in her heart to bring peace to this person who was tortured and then used to imbue like the end of his home. And she allows that focus to sharpen her need to increase the pressure. Her faith. Now, blood is in her hand as she holds the stone too tightly, and she presses forward. I hope I roll well. I am going. Oh God, no, because then I gotta accept it. Nope. 16 was okay last time. I stand by my 16.
As you fight against dark, corrupted magic of this place, you can feel it pressing back, dark, necromantic energy pervading through these waters. The water is something that you know. Please describe for me as you succeed in cleansing the waters.
That weakness, which had seemed so, or the pressure, the corruption that she had been pressing against, that she had been fighting towards, trying to focus her attention, prayers, and divine energy to pierce through what had been an impossible resistance, suddenly pierces through, just as if she's reaching through the surface of water, and from her she feels the radiant energy ripple and shine through that weakness. And as she touches it, she feels the memory and the thought and the vision of the corruption of the necromancer and of the farmer. A light generates from within that moment, as if it's sun but more than sun, too bright but golden and warm, and she feels it emanate inside her first, and in these memories and in these thoughts, and then out through her extended limbs and through her feet and through every part of her that is touching this corrupted water as it seeps through and burns away that which was defiling this home.
And then as the golden radiant light begins to cleanse the waters, the remains of the corpse in front of you become inert. Somehow whatever was remaining here laid to rest. Long after this man had died, on a small farm, a small halfling steps into the field, along with a woman with long red hair, seeking to correct a mistake. And that's where we'll end for tonight.
Ooh. It's so intense! I love that I got to do a full prayer ritual underground in this wicked temple. So stoked!
You know, the annoying thing will be, though, that Casey did not witness it himself. He's going to be like, yeah, you did it yourself. It had nothing to do with any of the gods. He just went down there and took care of it.
Like the most divine thing she has ever achieved. Completely out of sight of anyone. Well, it's fine. Absolutely fine. Arya is not a demon at all.